Hello there, Michaelers. Pearl Jr. here. And I've been here for over 20 years with you guys, okay? I had posted some very interesting stuff on my Facebook. And I promised that I would talk about it, right? And it has to do with paperwork in Michael Joseph Jackson's, we all know his name is Michael Joe Jackson, in Michael Joseph Jackson's probate case with LA courts, right? And it says paperwork was filed by decedent, and the decedent is Michael Joseph Jackson. So how can a dead man file paperwork, right? I figured it out. But before we do that, I went on, let me go to my Facebook page, and I want to discuss something with you guys, okay? Let me just look this up. Hold on. There you go, facebook.com. Okay, Facebook. Go to my Facebook. And I want to discuss something with you guys, okay? Facebook, why are you tripping? Okay. How y'all doing today? Okay. So I am on live, and come on, somebody pop up. Where y'all? There you go. Hello, Diane. Okay. So here we go. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the last will and testament of Michael Joseph Jackson. And let me pull that up. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not getting rid of something that I need. No, I'm not. Okay, let's look up. Let me Google last will and testament. Last will and testament. Okay. Where is it? The last will and testament? Because I want to show you guys from the actual file. Okay, here it is. Okay. And hi, Vivian. Okay, we're going to go over some stuff, okay? And I think I figured some stuff out. Now, I don't know why I don't want to read Paris's lawsuit. I just don't have no interest in it whatsoever. And I have it, and I bought it, but I have not read it yet, okay? And I will read it. I will. I just don't feel like reading it. I don't know why I don't want to read it, but I got some kind of block or something. But I will read it. But meanwhile, I got some other stuff that's interesting, okay? So this is the document that is filed with the courts, right? Michael's last will and testament. This is filed with the courts, okay? See, this is it. Okay. This is the last will and testament. Okay. And it's the one that's with the courts. Okay. That they have. Now, there's a couple of paragraphs that are right here. This one. Notice the initials. There's only one paragraph that's initialed. But this is the paragraph I want to talk about. I declare that I am not married. My marriage to Debbie Jean Rowe Jackson has been dissolved. I have 3 children now living: Prince Michael Jackson Jr., Paris Michael Catherine Jackson, and Prince Michael Joseph Jackson II. I have no other children living or deceased, right? So the only name that's correct is Paris's name. Paris Michael Catherine Jackson. Prince's name, the older boy, his name is really Michael Joseph Jackson Jr., which is weird because Michael's name is Michael Joe Jackson. And then BG, his name is really Prince Michael Jackson II, right? So Paris's name is the only name that is correct, but he didn't initial these paragraphs in agreement. He did not. Okay, so now let's move down. See, and he started initialing. Now, this paragraph 4 is very interesting. Except as otherwise provided in this will or in the trust referred to in Article 3. Article 3, back up here is where he initialed. Article 3. He says, I give my entire estate to the trustee and trustor, then acting under certain amendment and restated declaration of trust executed March 22nd, 2002 by me as trustee and trustor, which is called the Michael Jackson Family Trust, giving effect to any amendment thereto made prior to my death. All such assets shall be held, managed, and distributed as a part of said trust according to the terms, and not as a separate testamentary trust. Okay, so he's saying that there's the trust, but Paris, Prince, and BG's name in no shape, no form, no way are mentioned in the trust. Their names are not in the trust at all. Right name, wrong name, their names are not in, period. Okay, so this one here, it says, except as otherwise provided in this will or in the trust referred to in Article 3 hereof, I have intentionally omitted to provide for my heirs. I have intentionally omitted to provide for my former wife, Debbie Jean Rowe Jackson. Okay, now let's go back up here. Now he didn't initial that paragraph either. It says, if for any reason this gift is not operative or is invalid, or if the aforesaid trust fails or has been revoked, I give my residual estate to the trustee or trustees named to act in the Michael Jackson Family Trust as amended and restated on March 22nd, 2002. As I direct said trustee or trustees to divide, administer, hold, and distribute the estate trust pursuant to the provisions of said trust as herein above referred to as such provisions now. Okay, so what he's saying is the same thing he said in this paragraph, but he didn't initial it. He kind of said the same thing in the next paragraph that he did initial. Okay, so we're going to go back here. Okay, so California law, okay, and I'm going to pull up the document. California law says if you want to disinherit somebody, you got to be specific about what heir you are disinheriting. So he named Paris, Prince, and BG as his heirs, and he intentionally omitted to provide for them. But you cannot disinherit minors, people that are dependents on you. So I thought, I read somewhere it was age 26, but when I went and reviewed it, as long as you're a full-time student, it's age 24. But I know I read age 26 somewhere, okay? So as far as Paris, the reason why she's yelling out about money and the reason why she is trying to poo-poo the Michael biopic, which could bring in hundreds of millions of dollars of profit, right? Why would you want to do that when it's your money? And you yelling about the estate not spending money properly. That means you care about money, right? It means you watching the money if you suing the estate saying the lawyers are getting too much money, right? So now you don't care about the money coming in. It's kind of, don't make sense. Well, Paris and Prince and BG are, Prince and Paris are over the age of 24 and 26. Okay, so they've gotten their money, right? But Prince has the thing. Prince said, that ain't my name. My name ain't that. That's not my name. So, that could be held up in court for a long time to say I ain't disinherited because my name ain't right. Well, Paris's name is apparently correct, right? So is she the only one that is for sure disinherited easily? I'm just saying. Now, when I go through my files, and I want to prove to you guys, okay, I'm going to put in the word intentional, because I found it intentionally. Okay, I had found where I kept it, and where is it? Intentionally, hold on. I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't really sneeze while I'm on live. I had some allergy. Okay, here it is. Okay, this is California law. This is Rocket Lawyer. And this is one of the questions, okay, with Rocket Lawyer. And then we're going to get to some good stuff. Okay, this is just somebody just doing a simple will. It's Rocket Lawyer. They help you do wills. You just answer questions and then it spits out a will for you. So it says, are any of your children intentionally excluded as beneficiaries of the will? Select yes if you want to explicitly state that any of your children will not receive anything in your will. Sometimes there are restrictions on who can be excluded. If you need help with these questions, we recommend blah, blah, right? So you can, wait, there was another one that was even better than this one that I had saved. Let me see if I can find it. That you have to name them. Where do I have that saved? That you have to name them. But just trust me, you got to name them. But the only name that's really correct is Paris's. So, and she's got a big payday, like a balloon payment, where she got like $45-50 million for a total of $65 million, reportedly. And I will read that for you guys. I will. Okay, let's see. Anyway, so I'm just kind of thinking, is that why Paris is mad? And that's why she don't care about the revenues for the Michael movie? I'm just saying. Prince, he's all in, right? Remember I showed you guys the last trailer? Prince was in there. And I know for a fact, because my friend worked on the movie, that Prince was there all the time. Okay? And Prince and Paris, apparently, they're not on speaking terms because they unfollowed each other. I don't know if they've made up. I have no idea. You know, and people keep asking me to check on Molly, Prince's fiance. Hey, I ain't looking for... Molly ain't my concern, okay? I am not looking to hate on Molly. I don't know anything about her. She's been very quiet. You know, she hasn't seemed like she's high signing or anything. So I have nothing against Molly, okay? Is she good? Is she bad? I don't know. But right now, I ain't got no issues with her. You know, she's Prince's girl. I know people are like, dang, black people ain't getting no money. They ain't no black people, no black heirs. Damn. You know, we poor enough as a group. You know, I know people say that all the time, you know. But I think, and you know who's not excluded? Brandon, okay? Because he's not named in this. And all Brandon got to do is get a DNA test and prove that he's an heir. And that there's no statute of limitations. Remember, I went over Judge Maybelline? And Brandon, in everything that I've looked up, everything that I've seen, and I'm going to redo a live 4, and I got 8 more facts that lead to Brandon being Michael's child that I've went over with you guys, but I'm going to redo a live 4 and update that in a live 4, okay? I'm going to change subjects real quick because we kind of got into that, and I will read Paris's lawsuit. Okay, I'm committed. Next time. The next live, I'm definitely going to do it. Okay. Next live, I'm definitely going to do it. Okay. So we're going to switch a little bit. It's been confirmed that Toya, Deals' wife and mother of his children, I think 3 of them. And then there's a 4th boy that's old, that's too old since they've been married to be both of their biologicals. But I know she left 4 kids. Okay. There's 4 kids. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that, you know, in Deals, he lost his mother when he was young too. So I know Deals is dealing with it. Oh my God, he's really an emotional guy. He's probably really having a hard time because out of everything that I've seen with him and her, he really loved Toya. He really loved her, you know, and she died of cancer, and I'm so sorry again. I'm so sorry. Now we lost Reverend Jesse Jackson too, you know, and all I could think of is them having a conversation up in heaven, Martin and Jesse, and then Malcolm X coming in, Rosa Parks coming in, you know, even Tupac coming in, you know what I mean? And other great civil rights leaders that we have lost coming into the conversation, you know. So send us somebody good. Send us a prophet. Send us someone, okay? But rest in peace, Jesse Jackson. Okay, now I want to tell you guys a story that I don't think I ever told you guys about me meeting Deals. Okay. I used to work at Galpin Ford. Galpin Ford is a car dealership. It was the #1 Ford dealer in the world. I don't know if it still is. I have my Galpin ring. See you there? Galpin Ford. Because I was a kick-ass car salesman. back in, I worked there from 96 to about 2001, 5 years, right? And these are trophies. This is a trophy. You sell 25 cars in a month, you get a gold ring. You do 26, you get diamonds. And then I just had it and I didn't get the full row of diamonds. But this is a trophy. This is a ring. It's solid gold with high quality diamonds. I've had it since probably 25, 26 years, 27 years, somewhere in there. So anyway, so Deals and Jackie came into the dealership. And I could not believe that Jackie Jackson was in the dealership. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, also, I'm going to segue and then I'm going to come back to that story, right? So not too far away, less than a mile away, Jackie had a studio. And Cecil's friend had a studio right next door. And Cecil used to see Deals and Brandy when they were little all the time because his friend Marty owned a studio right next to Jackie's studio. And once I went to Marty's studio and I saw Brandy as a little girl hanging out like in the doorway, like the door was open and she was kind of in between the doorway and outside, right? I remember seeing her as a little girl. And I remember meeting her one time. I believe they lived on Hazeltine in an apartment with her mother. And she was a little girl. And my friend Legina lived in the same building. And Brandy came over as a little girl. At least that's what my memory says. I think that's correct. I think it was Hazeltine near railroad tracks, I think. But anyway, so let's get back to Jackie and Deals at the dealership, right? So they came looking at cars. And I'm going to tell you something. Deals must have been a teenager, but he was fine. F-I-N-E. Oh my God, he was so cute. He was so cute. And Jackie, of course, Mr. Super Fine, Jack, Jackie. I think Deals was maybe 18, 19 or somewhere around there. When was Deals born? Let's look that up. Let's see how old he was. Deals. Let's look up Jackie Jackson Wikipedia. Jackie Jackson Wikipedia. And let's see. And his kids, it'll say when they were born. His kids, children, 4 kids. Career, later, personal life. Oh, they don't, twin boys. Jackie, where are his kids? Yeah, she died of a brain aneurysm. I couldn't think of the word, but yeah, she died of a brain aneurysm. How old, I'll just have to ask Google, how old is Ziggy Jackson Jr. Deals? Let's see. Ziggy Jackson, he was born in 1977. So even if it was 1997, he was 20. He was a grown man. Okay, so it wasn't 97. It was probably the year 2000 or something. 1999, the year 2000. So he would have been like 20 something. Early 20s, okay? But he was so cute. I remember seeing him going, damn, he was cute, but he was quiet. And I talked to Jackie for a few minutes and da-da-da-da-da. So, I don't know if they ended up getting a car or not, but that's kind of my Jackie Jackson and Deals story. And Deals was, I always liked him, and Toya always liked her too. But anyway, so that's that. Okay. So now let's get to something I want to talk about. I want to talk about how is paperwork filed by someone who's dead, right? By someone who's dead. How is that possible? Okay, so we're going to go to the probate case, and I'm going to show you guys. Okay, why is there 2 dates here for when probate opened? This one, 5/29/2009. That's before the death announcement because it's a living trust. And then there's 6/29 2009. They're almost like identical files. Okay. So we're going to do the 629 and we're going to put in the case number and we're going to search. Okay. We're going to do a search. Case number. Yes, that's case number is there. Search. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Why is it saying that case number don't match when it does? I've done it a billion times. Let's do this. And it's a probate case. And here it is. Search. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right here. Okay. So here it is. Michael Joseph Jackson is the decedent. You guys blow your mind. I think I've told you a little bit about it before. So Michael Joseph Jackson is not his name. That is his name is Michael Joe Jackson. So the decedent, that's all wrong. Okay. So here, these are the claimants. These are, just the people who file claims or involved or something like that. Okay. Documents filed. Okay. So we have a fee waiver that was filed just a few days ago, 6 days ago. Fee waiver granted. Why would Michael need a fee waiver? Okay, filed by decedent. Huh? Okay. Petition. Authority to remove Jackson, John Branca as executor of the estate. Filed by decedent. What the hell does that mean, right? And so then you go down here and they tell you who's who. It says party information. A lot of stuff has been filed, guys. So much stuff has been filed. Oh my God, there's so much stuff filed. Oh, gee whiz. Oh my goodness. So, I'm still going. I'm only at 2017. Okay, look at all this paperwork. Look at all this that's happened with the estate. My God. Oh my God, I'm still going. I'm just at 2013. Look at all this stuff. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm still not there. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, here we go. There's the end of it. So the first thing that was filed was on December 31st, 1998, fee waiver requested by improper, Tony for petitioner filed by Smith, Shelley D. I don't know what that is. Okay, and then we go to the 2001 and then 629. This is after the death announcement. Okay, so we have that. Okay, proceedings held. These are all the hearings that they have. So many hearings. Oh my goodness, so many hearings. So many. Oh my God. I'm only at 20,000 in 2016. Oh my God, look at all this. This probate is just busy. My God. Gee whiz. Okay, so we're at 2009. Okay, we're at 2009. So we got that. Okay, so where are the party information? Okay, let's just go right here. Party information. Okay, so they tell you who these people are. Okay, are they a petitioner, an attorney, a plaintiff, a probate referee, an objector, an attorney for the executor? They tell you who these people are, their roles, right? So then we go to Michael Joseph Jackson. Okay, so we got all these Jacksons, okay, and they can be multiple things. So now we're going to go to that guy, Orlando Enox? Enox, O-N-O, okay. Oh, no, we're going to go to Michael Joseph Jackson. Okay, so we're going to look for Michael Jackson's name. Okay. Paris, Prince, Randy, da-da-da-da-da-da. Here it is. So Michael Jackson, petitioners, a.k.a. Michael Joseph Jackson is the decedent. Nobody else is the decedent. You know how I know? Let me show you how I know nobody else is the decedent. It's because I'm going to do Control F. I'm going somewhere with this. Y'all know I am. D-E-C-E-D-E-N-T. So decedent, there's 84 decedents in this file. Okay. 84 decedent, right? So we only got one decedent in the party information. There's nobody else that's the decedent, right? Now, where is Orlando Enox? His name ain't on here. Okay, Orlando OX. Now he is not listed here as party information, right? And I'm gonna get to him. Okay, so where is the one that says, here it is. Here, let me find the one where his name is, where I showed you guys when I here it is. Oh no, here we go. Where are you? See? Oh, I'm so sorry. There's decedent. Here's all the stuff that's filed by the decedent. Look at all this stuff. Decedent, more paperwork, remote appearances, decedent. Here we go. This one, here it is. Okay, Orlando Ezekiel Enoex. Okay, filed by decedent. That remember that name. Enoex. Enoex. Okay, remember that name because we're gonna go somewhere with him. But that's the only decedent, right? There's no other decedent. And he had miscellaneous documents, remote appearances. What the heck? Remote appearances by the decedent, the dead man, is supposed to show up in court. What the heck? I figured it out, y'all. Look, remote appearance scheduled, filed by decedent. Filed by decedent. Now, decedent started this in 2021. Okay, this Orlando, filed by decedent. Let's see. So here we go. Remote appearances in 2023. Okay, here we go. Respondent. There's another one. There's something else by decedent. Remote appearances by decedent. Remote appearances. So I think the first time he appears is in 2021. The decedent, let's see, here it is. Decedent, oh, here it is. 2020. Nope, that's not it. I'm saying filed by decedent. It's right here. 126. The first time we have something and it's a remote appearance, right? So how's a dead man supposed to be showing up? Now, let me go back to the E's for the party information and let me see if his name appears somewhere else. Let's go back to the, that's party information. Let's go back one page and let's go part Enox. E-N-E. Let's see. Nope, there's no E-N-O-E-X here. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So okay. So, he filed some paperwork and he also has a book out that I read, okay, where he says that he's the real Michael Jackson. And he's also Prince, and he's also Michael Evans from Good Times, and he's also Marilyn Manson, okay? I read this book, okay? When I read it, I knew about him before because and he also thinks he's Prince Rogers Nelson, okay? Now, with Prince Rogers Nelson, that's how I got involved because I had been investigating with my friend Joni and my friend Dots, and we were investigating Prince to see if Prince faked his death. I was never convinced Prince faked his death, but I was willing to learn and go through the investigation with them because we don't have what we have with Michael. Michael faked his death. I don't believe Prince did because we have zero from Prince and Prince's estate is closed and the money's been distributed. Okay. So, as far as Michael's concerned, Michael still has his money. Okay. Michael's trustee and trustor. Of course, he's paid bills, but he still owns all his assets. Okay. Because they're still in the estate. They're still in the estate's control. So there's this guy. But before, how should I do this? Let's do, well, no, we're going to do, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this first. Okay. So now we're going to read one of the documents. Okay. Here, and we're going to take a look at who he is too. Okay. This was filed 6 days ago. Okay, the estate of Michael Joseph Jackson, Orlando, Enoex, right? Enox. And this is his email address, okay? And this is the case number. He said, petition to remove Jackson, John Bronca as executors of the estate, probate, estate of Michael Jackson. He says, I am Michael Joseph Jackson. I met lawyer John Bronca in 2009. He asked me to write a will. I was sick and admitted to the hospital. John Bronca went home. He started this probate case without my permission. I want him removed because he has done fraud, mismanaged my estate. He misreported me deceased, won't answer my phone calls, misconduct of trust account, attached police report, handprint verifying my identity. Handprint? Okay, he's made a police report at Santa Barbara. Okay. And he gives his email address, but he doesn't give his real address. But there's a proof that he filed a police report, an incident report, right? And then here is he's given the 1 page of the last accounting, and then he's showing pictures of Michael Jackson, and he's found this handprint of Michael Jackson, right? And he's showing that it's a real handprint, that it belongs to Michael Jackson. And then he blew it up a little bigger. And this is his handprint. Okay? It does not match to me. It does not match. It does not match. I'm sorry. It does not match. But he thinks it matches because it's a hand and a hand. And he thinks it matches. I do not. Okay? Because see this kind of like tic-tac-toe right here? On Michael's, there's no tic-tac-toe here on his. And then he blew it up. He put some ink on it, and that's what he looks like. That's what he looks like. Okay. And so here he showing the handprint. There's no tic-tac-toe here. Right? There's no tic-tac-toe here. And the X's here are in the wrong place. So in my opinion, it does not match. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a fingerprint expert person, but to me, the hands do not match. But he tends to think that they do. And that's him. The funny thing is, he kind of looks like that guy that came to that night market that I told you guys about, right? He kind of looks like him. Is it the same guy? I don't know, but it kind of looks like him. Okay. So here we go. So remember, his name is Enox, Enoex, right? Enoex is his name. Enoex. Okay. Here we go. Enoex. Where is it written in the police report? Where is it where we can see it clearly? Enoex. He says he's Michael Jackson. Okay. Eno for his first name, Orlando. Enoex6. That is supposed to be his email address. Okay. So, but anyway, so this is this guy. Okay. So he's saying that he's Michael Jackson, and he's the one that's filing all these documents. Okay. He's the one that the court is saying is the decedent. I don't know why it doesn't say claimant. That he's claiming that he's Michael Jackson. I don't know why they put that he is the decedent. He is Michael Jackson. Maybe because he's saying he is. And in the court of law, until you're proven that it's not true, then you are who you say you are, I suppose. But to see that is kind of like, oh my God, how is a dead person filing documents, right? So here, there's something else that I want you guys to see. And then there's this document that shows, no, not this one. Let's do not this one. Let's see, that one's already up. Okay. So now we wonder, does Michael have anything with this Enoex, right? Enox, right? Does Michael have anything kind of like that? You know, can we connect it some kind of way? Can we? Okay, here we go. Peter Michael Bobby again. Bobby again. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so let me find what I need to find, because you guys know I keep great notes, right? So remember a long time ago, we talked about Runescape, right? The Runescape, RUNE, and then capital SCAPE, but it's really Run Escape. And what is Michael's faking his death? To escape, to run and escape, right? It was a video game, Escape, because Michael had an album called Escape. He had a song called Escape. He wrote escapism all the time, right? So anyway, so Peter Michael Bobby, see this right here? Peter M, that's Peter Medani, okay, or Peter Michael. And the guy's name is Enoex. Take away the S, and it's backwards. Enoex. Is that a coincidence that this guy's name is the same name that Peter used, spelled backwards? Without the S, my friend said, since he said he's Prince Rogers Nelson, maybe the S came from Roger instead of Rogers Nelson. But this was in 2013, right? Can that be a coincidence? I mean, it's such an odd set of letters. And it's exactly it backwards, Enoex. Is that crazy or what? And then they played the game Runescape, right? Now, we remember Peter Michael Bobby talked to Frontback 777, who was Paul Bergman, and he would do that, right? He would do stuff like that just to kind of throw you off and say, he ain't Michael, that means I ain't Michael. But I don't go for that, but he does the doubling up. I'm learning all his little tricks, right? And remember I always said that it's always a one-off? He always does something a little different. So that's when he had that S in there, right? Because he's an Enoex, right? Could that be coincidental, guys? Really? Could that be coincidental? Whoop, whoop, whoop. May I proceed? May I proceed? Okay, so here we go. Here we go. So apparently he played a game. Now, there was a post on Reddit, okay? There was a post on Reddit. And this post said that this was one of Michael's, that's a typo, it's King Tut 777, right? So years ago, there was a full list of all the graphic things found in Michael Jackson's house during a raid a couple of years ago. It shows that his username for all websites he used were King Tut 777 and Exonus. Enoex. After more investigation, I found a video of King Tut 777 playing Runescape on YouTube. The last known activity on the channel was 7 years ago. Seeing all the account names Michael Jackson ever had on all websites make me wonder if that could be him. And here we go. And here we go. Okay. Now, where is the one with the links? Okay, I have one of the ones with the links. Is this it? The Runescape, King Tut appeared publicly 2007. The Runescape player was King Tut 777, appeared publicly in the video uploaded in 2007. Michael's username was King 777 Tut. It was made public in 2005, but they never said a Runescape player. But they never said a Runescape player. Okay. My conclusion: Michael was King 777 Tut pre-2005 trial, but they never said he used that username to play Runescape. The Runescape player was King Tut 777 from 2007. Andrew Anderson? Again, Bobby Anderson. I'm just saying, was it either just a fan or just another wannabe, not Michael? Isn't that odd? That is so odd that Anderson pops up too. I'm just saying. And we're going back 2005, 2007. We're going back a long way. So hold on. I gotta find the actual link. Okay, the actual link. Where is the link? Where is the link? Where is that link? That one that I opened with the links. Because it shows a video. Oh, let me go to my YouTube history, because I just had it up. Go to my YouTube history, and that guy had links, and there's this whole big old thing. Oh, let me find it. You know what? I can find it. Hold on. I know how to find it. Okay. Let's see how to find it. Here we go. And sent. Okay, so let's see if this is the one. Let's see. Okay, we already did that one. Let me find the next one. Let's preview. Download. Where did it download to? Okay, I have it downloaded. Let's see. Here we go. So there is a video. This is a video, okay, of two people playing the game Runescape. King Tut, the capital, the letter above the 7 is the ampersand, okay? So instead of him doing, hi y'all, okay, and it's going to say King Tut, ampersand, ampersand, ampersand. That's 777 versus Cool Girl 48, see? King Tut 778 versus Cool Girl 48. Peter Michael Bobby was using King Tut 777 18 years ago with Exone 100, and you do take away the S, and it's ESNOEX. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay? So we have them playing the game, and somebody uploaded it, and the date was 18 years ago. Let's see what day. Look at the date. June 27th, 2007. So this is almost exactly 2 years from the death announcement. So did they upload it on the 25th, play the game on the 25th and didn't get to uploading it to the 27th? I'm just saying. I don't make this up. Okay, but this is from 2007. And look, people think it's Michael Jackson 10 years ago. It's not me. They actually think it could have been Michael. Who would have thought Michael played these games? This is not me. See, holy shit, this is Michael Jackson. Okay, look at this. Michael Jackson, this is Michael Jackson who played this. King Tut 77. Look at Andrew Anderson? Did King Tut quit because he's on my friend list and is never anymore? You know when that came out 16 years ago? That came out December 31st, 2009. They're saying that after the death announcement, he disappeared. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, after the death announcement, because you know he didn't use bro. You were literally playing Michael Jackson. I don't know, but this Michael Jackson, and he passed away. I did not do this. Okay, you guys can't blame me for this. Okay, King Tut 777. Okay, they think it's Michael. Okay, so now when I go to the oldest comment, so to let you know the date ain't changed, the oldest comment is, nope, hold on. Video, sort by newest, so then it's opposite. 1 day ago. In Crim, on Crim, 1 day ago? And I started talking about this yesterday. Okay, so the first comment was 16 years ago. Now, I had something that told me, did King Tut quit because he's on my friends list and is never anymore? Okay, so these people are answering, right? But that was December 31st. I had a screenshot that showed me that. Okay, let me see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find that screenshot that said it was December 31st, 2009, when the guy said, where is King Tut 777? Where's he at? He ain't been around. Am I not on the friend list anymore? What's going on? Right? What's going on? So I'm just saying, and what did Michael do? Oh, wait. And does this say morph? Does this say morph? You know how Michael's talked about morphing, right? Let's see. Where is it? I just saw it. I just saw. Here it is. No, MMORPG. So it's not morph. Okay, but it's a game. And so Peter Michael Bobby is involved in this again and used the name that's backwards, just like Chamilla. You guys know Michael called me and used the name Chamilla, which is Chemila or Chimela, which you unscramble it as Michael. And the exact opposite way is Xenoex, Enox. And it's this guy. It's this guy. His last name. I'm just saying. Here we go again, right? So he was playing Runescape as King Tut 777. And when they did all that, they did, what's this wonderful life? No. Okay, let's see. I had something else. What's this? Oh, no. Okay. So, anyway, so what do you guys think? Is it just a whole bunch of just coincidences? Or that's more proof that Peter Michael Bobby is really Michael Jackson? And is Michael playing games saying that he's Orlando? Enoex? Enoex? I'm just wondering. This is in the estate saying that he's alive, that John Bronca did that. The guy didn't do research. He said the will was written in 2009. No, it's 2002. Okay, 2002. But it can't be perfect. It can't be perfect. Okay, you know, I think it's too convoluted to put in a live fight. Okay, I think that it's just too, you know, it's not quick, fast, easy to understand, you know. So I wanted to make sure that I did a video about it so that you guys could know, you know, some of the stuff that's in my archives and some of the stuff that's really weird. And if I told some of the story, because I think I've told about Orlando Enoex before, but the new stuff is what's in the court files and how the court files is calling him the decedent, assuming that he's the real Michael Joseph Jackson. Are you kidding me? What the heck? I'm just saying. Okay, guys. Cecil and I have worked on a live 5. It's going really well. Remember to, if you want to help support me so that I can spend more time on a live 5, please order my Stays All Day Shay. It's really fantastic. And when you open it, you smell a woof of happiness. Okay? Stays All Day Shay. Let's do work and play. Because everybody has skin. Okay? So anyway, yeah, Michael Jackson is playing games. Right? You on point, Miss Pearl. I have a very bad cold, lost my voice in a bit, and I'm still watching. Well, I hope you feel better, Fleming. Okay? Pearl Jackson. Oh, this person right here is Pearl Junior Butter. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to have to, you guys report this person that's on here because I've already blocked them. So I don't know why they're still on here because I've already blocked them. So is there any way to block them from here? Ban. There you go. Ban. You are banned. Bye-bye. You are banned. Okay? And so you can't be on here anymore. I banned your butt. Okay, this person keeps, this person is banned. This person is banned. I banned them. No telling what all they had said, but since I banned them, all their comments are now saying banned. Okay, because I have a hater, and it's the same hater, and I don't know how they're creating all these accounts when I'm blocking them and you guys are reporting them. So just continue, but make sure you send me screenshots of it, okay? Because I'm keeping a record of it, because I'm going to do something about it, because you go overboard, then you make me take the time. I really don't want to be bothered with that, but I'll find time to be bothered with it if you keep messing with me, okay? So you guys, if you get anything from haters or something, send me a private message, and send me a private message, and in the private message, show me a screenshot, and then report and block, okay, so that we have good record keeping of how I'm being stalked and harassed, okay? All right then, let's see what else is here. Let's see what else. Let's see if any more questions. Okay. 5 different ones. I wish I could screenshot this. Let me see if my screenshot works. Let's see. Ah, it does. So I got proof that they're here harassing me, because I was able to screenshot. God dang, look at all these posts. Look at all this just going crazy. Just ridiculous. All these posts. I mean, golly, what the hell? Okay, this person is now banned from commenting on this screen. Okay, so there you go. There's many more. Okay. All right, guys. You guys got any questions for me? I think, I don't know how to, thank you for reporting, Showtime, thank you for reporting. I don't know how, some girl asked, oh, a fan came and saw me. Oh, she's so wonderful. I gotta show you, she came all the way, she didn't come to the UK for me, but since she was here, she decided to come and see me and visit me at the Skin Butter store. Her name is Daphne. And oh, she is so up on it. And she is fabulous. I'm serious. She is fabulous. Okay. And thank you for sending it to me. Thank you for sending it to me. Thank you. Don't post them. Don't give them no love. Don't ever post them on the on my thread, okay? Send me the screenshot, because we don't want to give more publicity than we need to. But let me oh my God, look at all these people that have commented. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I got all these comments from this person. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, okay, here we go. Let me go here and oh, here she is. She was so nice. She didn't forget to get a picture. So let me show you the picture of her. She's so sweet. Where is the picture, girl? We talked about all this already. Yeah, we did. Let me still scrolling up. It's such a great picture. Okay, here's the picture of me and Daphne. Came all the way from the UK on for other things, but decided to come visit me at the Skin Butter store. Hey, Daphne! Hi! Oh, it's so nice. She came and visited me, and we talked for a few hours and talked all Michael. Great, dedicated fan. Okay? So anyway, guys, I thank her, and she also got some shea butter, and she told me she's already gotten compliments, and she's so pleased with the product. She loves it. I gave her a gift. I gave her the Michael Joe and a fragrance, and then she got 2 other shea butters, but I had to give her a gift. I had to give her a Michael Joe fragrance, and I did, as a gift for coming in. All right, guys. And if you come in, any of you guys come into the Skin Butter store and you buy a shea butter, a big one, I'll throw in a free fragrance, a little fragrance of Michael Joe, or the King of Pop, or Janet Joe. Okay? All right then. Or Michael's favorite, Black Orchid. Okay? I have that one too. All right, guys. I love you all. But I gotta go. Okay? And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, let me see if I got in my notes. Hold on. Yeah, I got everything. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.